Happy Monday! Welcome back. Today is, what's today? September 21st, 2015. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. Today we're getting to two-step equation. Last week we did a one-step equation. Let me refresh our memory a little bit, okay? So last week was something like this. The reason we call it one step is because you just took one step. Here's the line. We added 4 to both sides. X, this is 0, negative 4 plus 4 equals 25. And remember, you have to check it, okay? This took one step. Okay, and you gotta check it to make sure this answer is correct. 25 minus 4 does indeed equal 21. Check. Remember, you need to always check it. Now, we're gonna level it up. You know, I'm saying one step is too easy for everyone, so we're going to level it up to two-step equations. Here's my two-step equation. I'm going to draw a visual for visual learners, and I'm also going to give an analogy for people that like analogies, like myself, okay? Let me draw a visual of this. Right, here's my visual. So this is my equal sign right here in the middle. I always like to draw a line in the middle so that I know that that is where my equal sign is. And in order for me to cross that river, for example, I got to add or subtract, divide or multiply to both sides. And here's my visual. I have two x's, right? Do you see those two x's right there? Okay, I have those two x's. Darn, I can't erase it for some reason. I have those two x's, and then I have three, right? Darn. 1, 2, 3, and then I have 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And it's balanced right now, okay? Because I gave it to you and it's balanced. But we're trying to find out what x is. So what we're going to do is we're going to subtract 3 to both sides. Because I want these two x's to be by itself. So I'm going to go ahead and subtract. Take these 3 x's. Bam. Take it out. Now it's a little bit tilted, okay? Imagine it being tilted. So in order to get it even again, I take 3 from that side. Now it's even again. What we did was we subtracted 3 to both sides to make it even. Okay, so that goes away, equals 6. There's 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's even. Okay? Okay, now we're trying to find out how many x's I need, how many coins, if you want to think, to balance it out, right? I want to know how many things need to go in there to balance it out, because we don't know how many coins are in the x. Imagine these being coins. So, of course I know it's 3, this is one step, right? It's one step again, like what we did before. So I'm going to divide both sides by 2. Okay, so I'm going to divide both sides by 2. And in order for me to find out what x is, I say 6 divided by 2 is 3. So there has to be 3 in there to make it balanced. That makes sense, right? Because if there's 3 in each x's, that makes it 6. 3 plus 3 is 6, and there's 6 coins here. So it's balanced. It's 6 equals 6. We're balancing it. Does that make sense? So whatever we do to one side, we have to do to the other side in order to balance it. Now, of course, what I'm going to ask you to do, I'm going to ask you to check it. Okay? So if x equals 3, we have 2, and wherever there's x, we put 3 in for it. And that better equal 9. So 2 times 3 is 6, plus 3 does equal 9. We're good to go. You should never get these wrong, because you're checking your answer, right? Okay, let's do a problem like this. Now, we're thinking to ourselves, what's the first step? Now, let me give you an analogy real quick. This is your house right here, okay? This is you. This is your girlfriend or boyfriend, whatever, float your boat. This is your friend. Your parents come home. These are people outside your house. Who cares? This is your house. Who cares? These are strangers, okay? Your parents come home. They're like, there's too many people up in this party. You gotta, you gotta kick them out. I'm sorry. Who do you send out first? The people, the girl or boy closest to you, because you guys are attached to the hip, right? Look at you guys all cuddling up in there. Or do you kick out your friend? I think you would kick out your friend, right? So in order to remember which one to add or subtract or divide or multiply, think about who is not attached to you. You are X. And kick that person out first. Alright? So the first person I'm going to kick out is at -6. So here's how I'm going to do it. So if that balance model worked for you, do that balance model again. If it doesn't work for you, then do the whole thinking about who to kick out first, okay? Remember, there's many ways to do math. So sometimes students get confused. Is that a negative or is that a minus sign? Well, for me, I'm just going to change it to plus negative, okay? So I'm going to rewrite this as 5x plus a -6 plus equals 9. Now, in order to get -6, my friends, out, I'm going to have to do the opposite of what's happening. So I have to add 6 to both sides. Then I get 5x, draw that big line. -6 plus 6 is 0, equals 15, because 9 plus 6 is 15. Next step I must do is divide by 5, because remember, 5x, this is your girlfriend, this is you guys are being multiplied. Okay, when they're together, you guys are being multiplied. Get away from each other! Sorry, babe, you gotta leave my house now. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow at school. Alright. Okay, so you're going to divide it. 5 divided by 5 is 1, so you have 1x equals 15 divided by 5 is 3, so your x equals 3. Let's check it. Check, check, check. Alright, so we said x equals 3, right? So let's check it. 5 times 3 plus a -6 equals 9. 5 times 3 is 15 plus -6 does equal 9. You gotta check to make sure it does in fact equal to it. And it does! So we're good to go. We're gravy. Now, let me show you the first way I did with the scale, just so we can go back to it. Hold on real quick. Okay, here's the model. I have 5 x's in purple. I have 6 negative coins, and I have 9 positive coins on the other side. Now to get x by itself, I have to add 6 to this side. Okay, I have to add 6. Basically, take away these guys is by adding 6 because it's a negative number, right? So I'm going to add 6, I'm going to add, I'm going to add, I'm going to add, I'm going to add, I'm going to add. I'm going to add 6 things. Now my weight is shifted, right? So whatever I do to one side, I have to do to the other side. So I'm going to add 6 here. 6 coins I'm going to add to this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? So 2, 3, 4. Okay? So now on this side, I have 12 coins. I have 12, I'm sorry, 15 coins, because 9 plus 6 is 15. My bad. 15 coins, right? So what I did was, essentially, I added 6, and I got 5x equals 15. We're back to one-step equation again, right? So you all know how to do one-step equation. We divide both sides by 5. We find out how many coins are in each of these boxes of x, and we know that there's 3. Because if you have 3 here, 3, 3, 3, 3, there's 15, and it balances out on the other side that has 15 as well. Okay? Let me give you some try-its. And remember, understanding is the most important part. You're not going to you can't draw out this whole model if, for example, I gave you something like 5x plus 100 equals 1,000. You're not going to draw out 100 coins. But you do have to understand the model. And if you don't understand this, at least understand what the steps are by remembering, okay, I have to undo the process, and so I have to add 6 to both sides before I can divide by 5. I have to get rid of my friends before I have to get rid of my girlfriend or boyfriend. Okay? Let me give you some try-its. I'll be right back. Okay, here are your 2 try-its. You gotta always do it, and you must check it. It's mandatory. You must check it. Remember, you gotta get rid of your friends before you get rid of your girlfriend. Get rid of your friends before your girlfriend, and you will be good. Or boyfriend. Whatever you like. Bye. Oh, I'm back here because I forgot to... Today's Korean word is I'm sorry. Okay? Sorry. And that word is 미안해요. That's the longest one we had so far. 미안해요. Sorry. 미안해요. Sorry. 미안해요.